we'd be retailing it for around the £6,000 mark. It is a smooth bezel oyster bracelet, 41mm.
A birthday gift tomorrow, so we got it here just in time.
This is a 97.
The newest Yacht-Master model.
I wouldn't recommend getting serviced or anything for like 5 years.
It's quite a bit bigger. £12,000. You're going to get at least £1,000 more per watch. Okay, so I'm just having a discussion with the gentleman about either us buying his watch or selling the watch on his behalf. It is a smooth bezel oyster bracelet, 41mm Datejust. It's never been worn. It's immaculate. Got some stickers on. 2022 model. Can you remind me how much I bid, please?
Yeah, I can. Yes, you mentioned 7.5 to buy, and then just if there was a consignment option, we'll just take it from there, kind of thing.
Okay, so typically consignment will get you 10% more.
Yeah.
We advertise it exactly the same as if we'd bought it.
Sure.
So it's all displayed in the same stock together.
Yeah.
And we proactively look to sell it as quick as we possibly can.
No problem, yeah.
As soon as it sells, as soon as we receive payment, you'll be paid typically within 3 days.
No problem.
Something like this, it's what we sell all day, every day.
Yeah,
if
sure.
it was something a bit unusual, that might take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
After a while, if I was receiving offers that were there or thereabouts to return you there or thereabouts what we've
Yeah, I
agreed,
understand.
I'll give you a call.
Of course, yeah.
I can't imagine that'll be the case with that, to be honest.
No problem.
Okay. Good thing about that is because it's unworn, it doesn't need polish, it doesn't need any preparation.
Yeah.
It can be on our website by tomorrow. So it's always good. Speeds the process up when they're in that sort of condition. Would you have with you a copy of your ID, driving license or passport? And yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And your bank details, please. So it's a nice, clean, everyday watch. Doesn't go with my gold ring, but
yeah, it's a popular dial, so
it is.
They don't hang about long, those.
No, not at all.
I've got my passport, would that work?
That's fine, absolutely fine.
In Tesco, should be a diamond Daytona for a customer. So steel and gold 116503, full set, factory black diamond dial. So this is for a customer that's going to be for a birthday gift tomorrow. So we got it here just in time.
So I believe I've got the white dial 126300 Datejust on a 2022. Yep. So it's brand new, unworn. I've took this watch on consignment for a customer who I've done a few deals with.
Super clean watch.
Very clean, very smart watch also. It's probably the...
What will that retail for approximately, Bill?
Probably about $8,950. You'll see that online on Instagram very shortly.
New style dial. The old one is now actually discontinued, so Harry will pop up an image showing the comparison. So the main difference is obviously the sub dials. On here the rings are all gold, and on the old one, which you'll see the picture, they're just black with the outside of the ring with the gold. So I actually really prefer this for the money.
It goes nice with the gold bezel, I think.
Yeah, it ties in nicely.
So I've just bought a Cartier Santos with black rubber steel case. It has a black.
It's like an ADLC.
Yeah,
I think
it's steel coated black bezel. It's not as heavy as the bracelet one, so I would say it's more comfortable. We'd be retailing it for around the £6,000 mark. It's a nice watch.
What I like about that is because of the bezel, it doesn't scratch like the polished one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a little bit more durable. And then does it come with any other bits?
There's actually a bracelet with it there.
Right.
So you've got an option of both. It's like having two watches when you've got something where the bracelets and the rubber are so different because they give it a completely different appearance to the watch. If you imagine, it's like a completely different watch.
So the one that you sent me was 34mm. This is 40mm, so this is like the gen size watch.
This is the kind
The
of
other one would be obviously too small for you. I can add the link if you might need the link.
Probably just really need.
Try it now. But as a whole, what do you think?
Looks good,
I
mate.
like it, yeah. Been busy?
Always absolutely non-stop. I'm getting people asking us now where I'm at for meetings, but not to Mont Banner Rolex.
Yeah, so the main wear is just like, so the bracelet, so it's just here. So these are very light, so I could literally get that polished and it would be like brand new, but I just know what you're like and I know that obviously
I'll
pretty
probably
much
scratch it a
batter it
little
anyway.
bit as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. So rather than making it brand new for you to then wear it, it's better to just take it like this. Do you want to ever freshen it up or whatever? I can just obviously do that for you.
Yeah,
for free.
100%. She was like, do you really want to spend that on a watch? She was like, we could buy a house. And I was like, well, let's go buy us a house,
No,
Like,
100%, man.
Good like that.
That's what I was saying to you. So like, you can't guarantee what it's going to be worth like
not.
next year, but the price that you're getting it at, and also just the way the market is with Rolex in general, it's pretty much a safe bet. It's very liquid. You can sell it whenever you want. Like you could come back, you could go anywhere. It's like a worldwide currency. You could go on holiday. It's going to be worth the same as what anywhere else in the world, you know. So how do you want to pay, mate? Do you want to pay bank transfer or card or?
Card, I suppose, yeah.
So this is your warranty card. So just keep this in the box.
Yeah.
But this is the difference between like £2,000 if you lose that. So just make sure you keep it safe. It's just basically a warranty with Rolex. So you get 12 months warranty with us. So like in the first year, bring it back to me and whatever needs done, we'll do. But you've obviously got 5 years from this.
You do repairs as well, don't you?
Everything,
Like,
The watch, I wouldn't recommend getting serviced or anything for like 5 years, or unless obviously it breaks.
Yeah.
But the chances of that happening.
Watch, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So the chances of that happening is like very, very slow. It's a great watch. It's discontinued as well, so you can't. They've brought out a new one, which is a 126-900. This is a 116.
Right.
The only main difference is obviously the movement, and I think they've
The
added
case shape's a
the.
little bit
What,
Crown
the
guards.
movement, what it is, the second, because that's kind of second.
Yeah, so the actual movement internally has changed slightly, which really doesn't really make a difference. But the main difference is they've added a crown guard, haven't they?
Right, so with these, how long do the back, because it's obviously perpetual, isn't it? So I might just get a turner anyway, like
Nah, I wouldn't get a winder because it's basically just the equivalent of you leaving your car running when you're not driving it.
It's 2 days.
Yeah,
on
it's
that.
it's 2
that's
days.
fine.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had one before and it was like 15 hours or something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
That's
No.
him.
Because it hasn't got a date, you just pull out once.
Yeah.
And then there you go. So it's literally as easy as that. Yeah.
Any other watch, it's reset.
Yeah, that's why, because he has a sky dweller. So the sky dweller, you have to twist the bezel.
Right, that's
So it's
fine.
it's very
Yeah,
complicated. Whereas with this is literally just as easy as that. Then if you want to wind the watch, so when you haven't worn it for a few days, you pull out once and you'll hear that. Yeah, you'll not see anything moving. You'll just hear it internally.
Done it.
Done. Yeah, so that's your invoice. You've got it on the email, so just send that to if you're going to do home insurance or TH watch. It's definitely worth doing. Just do it like for the sake of a couple of £100 you may as well just do it, mate. Then you
100%. Like, yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much, mate. I'll
Thank
see
you
you
very
soon.
much, mate. Yeah, definitely.
Ah, 16,200.
Yeah, it's all there, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want a specific reference? You want with boxing papers or?
I'm not asked by boxing papers really. As long as it's legit and you can certify it's legit, then I'm not going to follow.
Of course, yeah.
Otherwise, one won't be getting rid of it.
What year is that from, Josh? Is that like a...
Like 80s, 90s?
Yes, this is in 97.
You want it to be a specific year?
97, 98.
You want it to be that year?
No, it doesn't have to be. It can be that. As
Do
long
you
as
not
it's
want
got
a
the silver.
do you not want a 93?
If you can get a 93 your birth, yeah, then it's more sentimental, and obviously you can.
If it's the same watch, then I'm not overly forced. As long as it's on Jubilee, not on Oyster.
Well, have you
And it's silver
send that to Billy and he'll
Yeah,
look
yeah.
it
I've got
okay.
that. I put that in the
Yeah.
trade for you. Nothing's
Yeah.
came back. But
So
as soon as one comes
So
in,
that 36, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I was telling you never to sell your first watch, and I did.
Yeah, and you want to buy it back.
Jubilee did, now I wanted it back. I've tried to track down that.
You get your driving license? So I've just been explaining to the gentleman, this is a 40mm Yacht-Master 40 rose gold, and we were just comparing it to the 42mm. This is the newest Yacht-Master model. This is a 42mm, so to compare, slightly bigger.
This first came out in white gold.
Yes,
And then
it's
this year...
still available in white gold. I was just explaining to the gentleman that usually a rose gold watch has a premium, but in this case, because this is 40mm, so it's smaller, and this is the new model, this one would be a little bit more. I like yellow gold anyway, but I just think this is a nice size. Although it's a full yellow gold watch, because it has a black dial, because it has a black bezel, because it has an Oysterflex bracelet, I just think it's quite subtle for a full yellow gold watch.
I agree. What I like about that as well is they've actually proportionally made it larger, as in the markers are bigger.
Yeah, even the width of the Oysterflex,
Yeah.
like that of a sky drawer or something, is wider. So yeah, you're right. Plus, it's got a glide lock, and I don't think that. I might be proved wrong here. No, the older one just had an easy link,
Yeah.
whereas that one's got a glide lock, so it's a lot easier when.
On the newest 40mm Yacht-Masters, can you get a glide lock though? I
You'll
think.
have to ask Josh.
Josh, is that something you know? Do you get a glide lock on the newest ones?
40mm Rose.
Yeah, it's got a glide lock. All the models do, and so did the Skydiver. They'll probably do with the Daytona next year as well.
So just for a bit of context, we're looking at a red writing Sea Dweller and a deep sea.
Yeah. So we're just discussing the size. If you look from the side there, see if I can get them both together. It's quite a bit bigger.
Yeah, the deep sea's a much thicker case.
Yeah.
But it's a bigger water rating, isn't it? That's 4,000 litres.
Yeah,
I think
if you're
that's
going
1,200.
3 miles under the sea, then it's the watch for you.
That's what John does in his
You know,
That's what John does in his
I
spare
hate
time.
water, man.
That I did this morning down at Whitley Bay. To be fair though, the dial is very nice on that watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think I prefer the red writing Sea Dweller because it's a little bit bigger than a sub, and I just think it's a nice size. It's not too big, but for a bigger guy, they're very popular with the deep seas. Those are 13,950.
13,950.
Yeah, I'm sure I can do a deal though.
Would I be able to finance it? Is that alright?
Yeah. There'll be a good prospect for the future as well, because anything with red writing on it is usually popular going forward.
So how much will I be able to get it for?
So what are you using? Are you using the part exchange for the other watch? If you're taking finance, we don't usually discount the watches, but you can use the £500 from the other watch towards your deposit.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So it's still a better deal than if we just bought that watch from you.
Can you try it out?
Yes, of course.
I think this is it. Definitely this is it. Right, save it for me.
I will. No
Save it for
problem
me.
at all.
Let me just sell the other one.
I think that's a good choice. I think the slimmer watch.
Yeah. I never seen one actually, because the one that I've seen is
It's a deep sea.
The James Cameron, is it? Damn. Love it. I love it straight away. Right. Save this for me. I'll just sell this watch.
Yeah, no worries. I'll put that on one side
So
for
how
you.
much is it again?
13,950.
39.50. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I will definitely come back for that one. I love it.
Yeah, you take care and give Josh a ring. No worries.
Okay,
Thank you
man.
very much.
Thank you.
26mm Lady-Datejust President Bracelet, white dial, diamond dot. This watch is 2013. It was probably around 17 or 18,000 pounds new. The gentleman who was just left it on consignment was saying his wife probably wore it 6 times on very special occasions in that time. The equivalent, which is 28mm, they don't actually do it with a white diamond dial anymore. They do it with a mother of pearl dial, and it's £24,000. This will be going on our website for in the region of £12,000, and it's just a very classic full yellow gold ladies watch. And the condition, if you can look at the edging around the case, the bezel, everything's crisp and brand new.
And I can see you've got a gents version with the
the-
same kind of bracelet on, right? And if
Here's
you look at them together,
his and hers, you can see where the inspiration from that one has came from. Obviously the 36mm one was first. It's a ladies version, that's the 40mm, which hasn't been out that long in comparison, but you see it's very simply a different size version of the same watch. If you look at the bracelet at the back, concealed President bracelet, and if you see that's a brand new watch, the condition of the bracelet is very similar.
now something that I used to get a little confused about is that I would have assumed that this was actually a day date, but you can get the president bracelet on a Datejust, right? But only on the ladies.
I think probably because of the size, it's difficult to have the date on a watch that size. I'm sure they could do it. We're going to retail it for around £12,000.
Right.
Like I said, the gentleman paid £17,000 for it in 2013. The equivalent one is 24,000, which is a 28mm, which to look at from a couple of feet away looks exactly the same.
Absolute bargain if you ask me.
Yes, it's quite a saving compared to something that's new.
You won't get anything else for the money around that really.
No.
For a full solid gold watch, it's great value for money. Great
Looks the
value.
part, it's immaculate. I'm just looking now.
Good.
With a watch like that, what will happen in terms of our preparation for sale? Like, would you leave that watch, or will that go for a very light touch-up, or...?
Just so it's brand new and retail ready, it's probably worth having a very light polish, but it won't take long. It'll take very little, and it'll just be so it's Spitfire brand new, like something like that. Did you have a figure in mind how much you were looking for them?
I paid quite a lot for them. I think it was 26 years for.
You paid 26 for them. How long ago was that?
March, I think it was. March, April.
Okay. Are you looking for a direct sale, or would you consider letting us sell them for you? The reason that I ask is you're going to get at least £1,000 more per watch. Letting me sell them for you. It's still going to be quite a significant amount less than what you paid, but I'll just give you an idea. So, so that one is 2022. If I was buying it, we would pay 11,000. If you let me sell it for you, I could look to return 12,000. Because it's 22, because it's in that sort of condition, Yacht-Master 40 Rhodium dial, it'll sell quickly. New Rolex watches that are unworn 2022 sell really well. We sell 150 watches a month here, and we probably sell 50 watches a month on consignment on behalf of other people. So how it would work is we'll advertise the watch, have it photographed professionally in our studio. As soon as it sells, you'll be paid. Obviously at any stage we'll buy it off you, but it's going to be less. So it makes sense to try consignment first. With this one, again, 2022, unworn, baton blue dial, Jubilee, Fluted, Datejust 41. With this, if I was buying it, I'll pay between 8,500 and 9,000. If you allow me to sell it for you, I'll return you between 9,500 and 10,000. So you're looking at between 21,500 and 22,000, as opposed to around the 20,000 mark.
So I was probably hang on to them, not a minute then.
Well, that's it. If you bought them this year,
Nothing, it's not desperate.
since February, they've probably, especially this one, that one's probably remained steady, but that one's probably dropped 25% since the beginning of the year. Can I ask what you paid for them both?
That one was about 15, 15 and a half, I think.
Yeah.
That was about 11 and a half, 12 or something like that.
Okay. That's fine. Maybe give it some thought. You know where we are.
No worries.
Okay.
Spot on. Thank you very much.
You know where we are, so you're welcome to pop back in.
Spot on it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you later.
Take care.